In this video, we are going to discuss about the data structure for multi-level analysis and the preparation work that we have to work on the data set before we do the data analysis. For the multi-level data analysis, we can see that the data structure usually consists of several different levels. In this example, there are two levels. Level 1 is the interaction. It's the multiple collection for the same measurement, day 1 to day 6. And level 2 is pattern, or usually is the situation at the high level, level 2. So it means that for the patient in this case, we're going to collect the data from each of the patient for 6 times. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and day 6. In diary study, data are usually collected at two different levels or more levels. Level 1 is the diary level or the date level or events level. And so, as I said, that is the multiple collection of the same measurement. Level 2 is usually the person level. The research questions can require to use both levels at the same time. So here is one of the examples. If we are going to test the more control at work, a job offer, that is the person level, and then the more often employees use problem solving as a conflict strategy in interaction. So these are the diary level. So as you can see that on one hand, we are going to see the problem solving conflict strategy that used for the employees at the daily level, at the diary level. And at the same time, we also look into how different the people are using the strategies. As long as the more control at work, and that is the person level. So that's why we use both level at the same time in this example. In diary studies, data are usually collected at two or more different levels. In this example, we are having both the diary level as well as the person level, two levels. And at the diary level or the date level, events level, the diary consists of the item referring to the characteristic of the situation or the person that fluctuate on a daily basis or a difference in the daily interaction. So here, the diary level is something that's the measurement, repeated measures that are going to collected at different time point. So these are the diary level. At the person level, in addition to the diaries, participants will receive a traditional questionnaire referring to the characteristic of the situation or the person. They are more relatively stable over time. Some of the questionnaire items may include some social demographic items such as the job characteristic referring to the job, and personality traits refers to the person level referring to the person. And so as you can see that at the person level measurement, it seems more stable. It seems more stable and regulating and for the differences between different people. In the following, we are going to see the hypothesis from the diary studies consists of multi-level data analysis. For the hypothesis 1, the more aggressive a customer is, the more exhausted the service provider is at the end of the interaction. So X, the predictor, the antecedent is the aggressiveness of the customers. Y, the outcome, is how exhausted the service provider is at the end of the interaction. From this hypothesis, you can see that it's only at level 1 because it's talking about the customer interaction, and so whether the customer is aggressive or not will affecting the employee's exhaustion. So this is at the level 1. For the hypothesis 2, the more controlled at work a job offer, that is the person level, the more often employees use problem solving as the conflict strategy in interaction. As you can see now, there are the multi-level because the control of the work, that is the person level, and the way that the problem solving or as the conflict strategies that the employees use is at the diary level. So why? So that's why you can see that this is the cross level, the multi-level data analysis here. For the hypothesis 3, if control at work is high, that is the person level, and the effects of aggressive customers, that is the daily level, on such providers, exhaustion is low. And so you can see that here's the moderating effects of the control of work, that is from the person level, will affecting the relationship, the effects of the aggressive customers, that is at the diary level, and also on the service provider's exhaustion level, that is also on the diary level. So as you can see that here is a truly multiple level model design. For the moderating effects, it means that in certain situations, and so will the extent of the relationship become stronger or weaker. This is the third variable that we can see. We usually record it as the moderator. It will affecting the relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable. In this example, job control is the moderator, is the situation that will affecting the relationship between the independent variable, that is the customer aggression, and the employee's exhaustions, the dependent variable. The idea is that in given that the control of the work will be different. So whether the customer's aggressions, the effects on the employee's exhaustion will all depend on these factors, the work control. Given the idea is that if the work control is higher, and even though the customer aggression is high, and so the employee's exhaustion is not as worse as the situation that they have a lower control. Because given that if the people have a lower work control, and we believe that the customer aggression will have a stronger effect on the employee exhaustion. And so this is the basic logic of the story behind. From a diagram, we can also have discussion that if the control is low, and so the relationship between the customer aggression and exhaustion will be stronger, because people, if they feel that they lose of the control, and so they control everything, and customers' aggression will make a significant effect on employees' exhaustions. However, if people consider that the control is high and the negative effects on the aggression and exhaustion is not that significant, so this is what the moderating effects refers to. And that's why, well, in order to understand more about different levels in the following, and I would like you to work on this exercise, and we're trying to differentiate, to classify the level 1 versus level 2 variables. In the following, we will have 20 variables, and so we're trying to classify which one are at level 1, the diary level, and which one are at level 2, the person as well as the situational level. Let's work on this exercise. And then please work on the exercise 2. To develop your own hypothesis, you have to find your own example, use 3 variables, and to develop 3 hypotheses for this variable which reflect relationships shown below. And so, well, similar to the earlier example, you have to develop the 3 hypotheses for this variable. X and Y is at the diary level, and P to Y, the moderator, to the outcome variable, that is the cross level, and The third one, the moderating effect. The P, the moderators, affecting the relationship between X independent as well as the dependent variable. And please work on these two exercises. And after that, you can watch the next videos and circle to see the possible answer for that.